First sign that she's not worth it as a woman in general is she lies like a cheap rug. She lies like a sidewalk. She lies even if it's to save your feelings. So a little bit of tricky one there, because you might think that's a good quality, but the reality is you want someone who's going to be truthful with you, even if sometimes the truth hurts. Number 2, she pretends to be something she's not just to win you over. So she's disingenuous. In other words, she might find out what you like and she tries to be that. It might seem like it comes from a good place, but the reality is at some point in time, she's going to revert back to who she really is. And you might not like that person and she might not like you and you just might not be compatible. Number 3, her self-care is really selfish. It's all about her. She just really only thinks about what's best for herself, not you, not the relationship. Number 4, she's insecure, but displays it through entitlement or arrogance. Number 5, this one's going to be a bit of a surprise, but she's got no backbone and actually goes along with everything you say, even if it goes against her own values. If a woman's going to go against her own values, at some point, she may cheat on you. I know, that's a whole other big topic, but let's just stay there for now. Okay, next one. Number 6, she relies entirely on you to fulfill her life and provide entertainment. This is bad because if she ever gets bored with you, then she will look for someone else to then provide that entertainment for her. Number 7, she is lazy about her health. Body, spirit, mind, everything. If she's young, slim, and pretty, that doesn't guarantee that she's going to stay that way, especially if she's generally just lazy about it. Number 8, she's addicted to drama and conflict. She actually likes to argue, and she is never wrong and or will never apologize. Number 9. Okay, here's an interesting one. She will actually try to win over any man just to get him, even though at the first opportunity she'll level up. Hypergamy. Number 10. She will try to get you to ditch the other important people in your life, whether they're friends or family or groups or workmates or what have you, because she's jealous and doesn't want you to give your attention to anyone other than her. Number 11. She uses confrontation and fights to keep things interesting because that's the only interesting thing she has to offer. Number 12. She is chaotic and unpredictable in an unpleasant way. So this is not about positive surprises or spontaneity. It's about chaotic unpredictability that makes you feel unsafe emotionally with her. Number 13, she can't control her temper. Her temper is way out of hand, and she uses her temper and arguments to manipulate or get her way. 14, she actually only asks questions in order to use the information against you. She doesn't actually care about your thoughts and feelings. 15, she either doesn't have standards or doesn't really know what her standards are, but uses random standards simply to judge and criticize you. 16, she never actually initiates communication. She always relies on you to chase her. Along those lines, 17 is that she acts like an entitled princess in the relationship and doesn't actually make an effort. It's all up to you making an effort in the relationship. 18, very important. She discourages you from pursuing your passions, hobbies, purpose, because she's afraid that you will actually outgrow her and leave her. Again, along those lines, 19 is that she tears you down or brings you down, either to your face or behind your back to others, in order to hold you back from living your purpose as a man. Again, she's afraid that you'll leave her. And number 20, she has a bad relationship with her parents and or no relationship with her parents and or siblings if she has any, or there's just discord there that she's never been able to get past. Bonus negative point is that she's only interested in sex if there's something in it for her outside of the sex. Either you're going to do something for her or buy her something, or there's some kind of exchange in the act. And double bonus point is she is a damsel in distress, also known as emotionally damaged, also known as a total fixer-upper. Okay, now let's go into the signs that she's not a good woman for you specifically. Yes, there's more. Okay, first sign, number 1. Your values and beliefs do not align. They don't have to be the same, but they have to be going in the general same direction. Number 2, your long-term goals don't align. She wants kids, you don't want kids, or the other way around. Something major that's down the road doesn't align. You have to talk about these things. Number 3, the relationship isn't important enough for her to prioritize. Number 4, she compares you to her exes and or dad when you make mistakes. Number 5, she uses jealousy to keep you attracted to her, either by using other men or by being jealous of you talking to women, even if they're innocent relationships like at work. Number 6, she never gives you credit for the things she actually does appreciate about you because she doesn't want to build you up. 7, she's good looking and or good in bed, but that's her only value. Along those lines, number 8, you fight more than you laugh, which often ends up in makeup sex. If makeup sex is the most sex you're having, that's a big red flag. Along those lines as well, number 9 is if it feels awkward spending time with her when you're not actually having sex, that's not good. No es bueno. Number 10, she's irritated by your flaws or so-called flaws that you think are okay, and she's constantly nagging you to change for her. And number 11 is if she's talking about the future and you're not in it, that's not a good sign that she sees you there. And from you, bonus negative point, is if you are more afraid of being alone than it is that you're in awe of being with such an amazing person, that's a red flag. So now let's go through the major red flags that she's definitely not the one and that you need to probably run, Forrest, run. Number 1, you don't want to introduce her to your friends or family, or if you do, you feel like you have to make a bunch of disclosures about her personality before they get to meet her. Number 2, you actually can't imagine her in your future, and you often wonder about when you're going to break up, and maybe even look forward to it, in a way. Number 3, you really only want to spend time with her when you know there'll be sex. Number 4, you not only notice other women, which is natural, but you want to get their numbers, or you're actively trying to get their numbers, or you're even maybe got a few in the wings that you're working just in case you do break up. Number 5, she not only brings out the worst in you, but you're unmotivated to change, to be a better man, because she doesn't deserve the best of you. Number 6, you actually feel depleted after spending time with her, emotionally, mentally, maybe even physically, and not just the good kind because you had sex. And 7, deep down, you know you're settling. In essence, you know that life would probably be better without her, but it's inconvenient to make changes, and or you're afraid to be alone, and or you're wondering if you're going to make a mistake and you'll never find someone again, and you'd rather just settle than be alone. So you're probably wondering, well, how many of these are like worth running away from? To me, I'd say that if she has 5 qualities in any of these 3 categories that I've gone through, then that's not a good sign. But you also have to know what your deal breakers and deal makers are for real, which means you need to get my Wake Up to Love program. It'll help you figure out if the juice is worth the squeeze.